Hey, Gary. All right. ¿Qué pasó, Al SoCal? What's up, brother? How you doing? Jose Luis. Yeah, first, second, and third. Al, Jose, and Lori. Welcome in, guys. Hi, Lori. How are you today? How's everybody doing today? 5 of a kind media. Hey, welcome in, man. Or lady, ma'am. Nice to always have a new face in chat. All right. I just like to make sure. Hey, welcome in, bro. Hey, no name. Welcome. Okay, I'll be doing chapter 4 today, guys. It's Pierce struggles to remain in town. I'll wait for a few more people to jump in chat. Hello, Nadina Ann. Yes, let's make sure we hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. I believe it's the ambulance. 5 of a kind media. I'm not sure at this moment. I could totally check. Oh, never mind. I don't have my tablet. Darn it. Hey, in on mouse. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes you can make it, sometimes you can't. It's all good. Videos are always up there for you guys to watch. Without further ado, I think we can go ahead and get started. Hey, Miss Karen, how you doing, sweetie? Okay, this is chapter 4, guys. Out of Pearce and Sunsites. And just to give you guys an idea, if you didn't see it the first time when I first started, um, here's where I am right here in Wilcox, and this is Sunsites and Pearce. If you take the 86 and take this route to get to Pearce and Sunsites, which that is no longer the number, I don't believe. At least I hope not. All right, we'll be starting chapter 4 here. Pearce struggles to remain a town. The Commonwealth mine spiraled downward. The cost of retrieving the gold and silver deep within the many shafts was becoming too high. Investors dropped by the wayside. By 1921, the population had declined from a high of 1,500 to 1,000, and by 1928 to 500. Yet the people of Pearce refused to give up on their town. They had invested with blood, sweat, and tears and meant to make a go of it no matter the obstacles. Prohibition caused the closing of many a saloon, though entrepreneurs like Joe Binion wisely turned his bar into the Idle Hour Theater and kept right on working. The price of silver plummeted and the Great Depression made its way west into Cochise County. Several men of high standing in the community died, among them William D. Monmonier and A.Y. Smith. The backbone of the community crumbled, yet others stayed on, working at whatever jobs were available to keep Pearce, their home, a viable community. Yes, it was. Good intentions and a great heart are not always enough. Pearce lost ground and its people. By 1953, the population had dwindled to 150. What lay ahead? Despite an eventual downward spiral of the Commonwealth, Joe Binion remained a staunch Pearce businessman. When Prohibition prevented him from selling spirits in his saloon, an entrepreneur to the end, Binion changed his name to the Idle Hour and opened a theater. Joe Binion is buried in the Pearce Cemetery. His wife Minnie occupies a grave in the next row over, but still in view of her husband's final resting place. Hey, John Denicola. Welcome in, brother. Mojave Valley. Okay. Hey, Buzz. Welcome in. Andrew Young Smith was involved in many civic activities, including serving as an election official in the Rotary and on the school board. In the 1920s, seeing the mine slowly losing its shine, he became involved in other enterprises, including BSB Egg Farm and the Midwest Sugar Company. He did whatever he could to keep Pearce a viable town. On October 13th, 1931, he died of a brain tumor. In 1930, the Pearce School District purchased its first actual yellow school bus, hiring Dick Olson as driver. He was a strict disciplinarian, a safe driver, and a stickler for punctuality. Previous modes of transportation for Pearce students consisted of parents' automobiles, often driven by the oldest pupil in the family. The most impressive of these vehicles was a Pearce Aero luxury car owned by John Goodall of the Kansas settlement. Buzz, this is Pearce in Sunsites, Arizona. Right here where I'm at, this is Wilcox. This is not that far from Sunsites and Pearce. In September 1920, Pearce Union High School was founded with approximately 50 students, a principal, Mr. Carruthers, and a staff of 3 teachers. To graduate, students had to complete 4 years of English, 2 years of math, 2 years of science, 2 years Spanish or Latin, and 4 electives. Pictured here is the senior class of 1936. Caucasian Sasquatch, hey, welcome in. Just a reminder, guys, if you guys can hit that like button, I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Al, come on down to Arizona, man. I mean, it's that easy just to say, but you know, it's a really nice place. Jean Newman stands outside the Pearce Mercantile in 1936. She worked as a clerk when the store was owned by Albert Roth. Her family came to Pearce from Kansas. Her father worked briefly for the mine, but after an injury fighting a fire in the Chiricahuas, his employment opportunities were limited. With the town population and jobs decreasing, the family moved to Tucson. After his military service, Lewis Smith worked in Washington, D.C. for the Department of Mines. He returned to Pearce briefly in the late 1930s and worked as a surveyor. He left Pearce for Morenci, where he worked for Phelps Dodge. Lewis is pictured in 1966 with his wife, Claire. Effie Anderson Smith studied painting at the National Academy in New York, with May Bradford Shockley at the Stickney School of Fine Arts, and with Anna Althea Hills. Known for her use of color, her Arizona landscapes became nationally known. In 1931, an exhibition of her paintings was held in Corcoran Hall in Washington, D.C. She soon became known as Arizona's Dean of Women Artists. Sometime in the 1940s, Effie Anderson Smith. Hey, yeah, I got you, Al. I've been living here, same place, man. 42 years, brother. Sometime in the 1940s, Effie Anderson Smith moved out of Pearce. In November 1951, she moved to the Arizona Pioneers home in Prescott. After 4 years there, she passed away on April 21st, 1955. Of the 60 plus years she had lived in Arizona, over 40 were spent in Pearce. The outstanding building behind the elegant arch is the brick incarnation of the Pearce School. This imposing edifice was built in the arts and crafts style in 1912. Land was donated by the Commonwealth Mine Company. Originally, it was a 4-room school. Each room included a cloakroom. The school included first through 12th grades until the high school was moved to the town of Elfrida in 1948. The church-like frame structure to the left of the 1912 building is the original Pearce School. Fittingly, it also sometimes served as a church. The smaller building behind this one, also frame, was brought over from the town of Servos to expand the town's school capacity as the Pearce population grew and before the construction of this new school in 1912. Hello, Dream. Welcome in. I appreciate you dropping by. I'm doing just fine. Thank you. In August 1948, the high school moved its students to Elfrida, to the school that later became Valley Union High. With the high school grades gone and a dwindling population, the entire student body of 1955 stands in stark contrast to the senior class of 1936. Miss McSparran, a teacher, was living near Sierra Vista with a year left until retirement, but no class to teach. Pearce was in need of a teacher, so Jack Buzenbark brought her over to Pearce. She was considered a fine employee and was asked to stay for another year, but declined. Bobby King was a teacher at Pearce School for several years in the 1950s. Fluent in Spanish, she taught English to the children who only spoke Spanish. By the time they were in third grade, they could speak English well and were up to grade level in their schoolwork. She's remembered by students as being a wonderful teacher. Hey, thank you, Dream. I appreciate that. To see my number went down. It was at 1K yesterday. Now it's at 999. But hey, any help, any support like that, it always helps. I thank you very much. Teacher Grace Solms stands with the students of Pearce Elementary from 1956. From left to right are first row, 6 unidentified students. Rusty Hadley, Joanne Buzenbark, Brian Hadley with his head turned, and Judy Meek behind Joanne with her head turned. Second row, Grace Solms, Doris Meek peeping over display, Sharon Stevenson, Margaret Gallagher, Bobby Meek, Mary Buzenbark, and an unidentified boy. Here come the trains, guys. Hey, yes, I have been to Kochi Stronghold at least once or twice. It's been a while since I've been there. Hey, Bisbee News Network, what's up, man? Hello, Bisbee News Network. How you doing, Bisbee News? It's situated across the road east of the Pearce Mercantile. The post office was built from adobe, had plank flooring and oak post office boxes. The north part of the building housed the Pearce Cafe. In 1967, when the population shifting to the Sunsides community, it was decided to move the post office there. This was another blow to the town of Pearce. Gladys McLeod, seen here, was the last postmaster at the Pearce location, serving for over 35 years. Gladys's mother, Mary Huddy, had also been postmistress of Pearce. Modern ladies stepping out in Old West style, gather in front of the old store. Even in the late 1950s and early 1960s, the female population of Pearce knew how to keep the spirit of this once booming mining town alive. How you doing out there at Bisbee News? It's a Friday today. Never know how busy it's gonna get. In 1959, Albert Ross sold the store to Ike Cornish, a retired salesman from Chicago. Ike Cornish and son Chuck ran the business. Tragedy struck when Chuck Cornish was shot and killed by his wife. The two men pictured above are identified as J. Russell Duncan Left and J.R. Cornish. Ben Seaton managed the old Pearce Mercantile, known simply as the Old Store, in the 1960s. He and his dog Buddy were local fixtures. A Greetings from Pearce, Arizona postcard describes the store. The old store has seen it all. The noisy excitement of a few years and the long silence of many. Here on display are hundreds of items ranging from the antiques of those old days to period and contemporary pieces of the great Southwest. You'll find Buddy and me waiting to greet you at the old store in Pearce, Arizona on Route 666, renamed Route 191 in 1992, between Douglas and Wilcox in fabulous Cochise County. In February 1973, a film crew arrived in town to shoot an advertisement for Olympia Beer. Since then, other filming has been done, including a Taco Bell advertisement and the television show Little House on the Prairie. John and Ginger Thurman bought the store at the end of 1969. Though the early 1970s, their hard work made the mercantile a success. But in 1975, John died unexpectedly. Ginger, with the help of family, kept the store running. Pictured here, a couple passes through the south entrance of the store. In 1978, Ginger married Dave Davison, a retired Marine who had recently moved to the area. Dave's many skills, including blacksmithing, helped him with renovations, improvements, and maintenance of the store. Also in 1978, the building was added to the National Register of Historic Places. Dave passed away in 1993. Eventually, Ginger decided to sell the store and moved to Tucson. Ginger passed away in 2010. And that's going to conclude Chapter 5, guys. On Monday, we will continue Chapter 5, Horizon and Sunsets in the 1960s. Or Horizon and Sunsets, sorry. Read it wrong. This will be Chapter 5, guys. Chapter 5. On Monday. Now, this weekend, I'm going to be doing some cop watching, like usual. Not much. Madam's Cory Kongs. Hey, thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have new faces in chat. I'm already done with the chapter 4, guys, which I will be doing chapter 5 on Monday. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please feel free to ask. Hey, no problem, Lori. I appreciate y'all jumping in and supporting the channel and just staying here and watching. That's really what counts. Hey, Bisbee News. I was just surprised at the visit when you came through the other day. I was just gonna ask you, was there a reason just to stop through, or were you just stopping through just to say hi? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was kind of early. Yeah, it stopped through when I was sleeping, man. I do have trouble sleeping, man. I get to sleep like really late. I could lay down at 10 o'clock and I'd still be tossing and turning. I usually get up about maybe about 11, 12. Yeah, but just if you can, man, send me an email or something. Let me know when you want to go out and do some cop watching. I mean, tonight would be a great night. Friday, Friday and Saturday, along with Sunday. You never know what happens around here, especially lately. Been a lot of things going on here. Um, Nobody has any comments or questions or anything. Uh, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to do when I only have a bike and I don't have a license either. Well, there's no telling when I'm going to Bisbee. But if you still have my email, just shoot me an email. Let me know um, what's up. Like if you want to do some cop watching here or whatever. I mean, I'm always down to do a collab. Like we did last time. Hopefully this time we can catch something. With that being said, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit it before I close the stream down. And I appreciate every one of you for jumping in and watching and listening. Yes, definitely Anon Mouse. I will be out tonight. Hey, definitely, guys. I appreciate every last one of you. Much love, peace. Be safe out there, guys. This is Jose G out here in historic Railroad Park in Wilcox, Arizona. And thank you, Five of a Kind, Joe Kansas Cop Watch. Hey, thank you. Always nice to have new faces and Madams Corey Kongs. And thank you guys very much. Bye.